Interesting facts about famous people.
The top 10 best war movies to win Oscars. War has been part of our history for millennium. The horror and pain often stays in the memories of those who lived and witnessed it forever. The sadness, bloodshed, and desperation have been an inspiration for filmmakers fascinated with war since cinema began. Here are 10 war movies that many consider the best. Let me know what you think. Number 10. Platoon. Starring Charlie Sheen as a young soldier, the movie sets out to explore the moral ambiguity that often comes along with fighting a war, and the impact it has on those who are on the front lines. Number 9. The Hurt Locker. The Hurt Locker moved away from the past and took on the Iraq War, a venture that resulted in 6 Oscar wins, including Best Motion Picture, Best Achievement in Writing, and Best Achievement in Directing. Jeremy Renner and Anthony Mackie are at the helm of this masterpiece. Number 8. The Bridge on the River Kwai. The Bridge on the River Kwai stars Alec Guinness, William Holden, and Jack Hawkins as British POWs, and Sasui Hayakawa as the Japanese colonel who is making them build the bridge over the River Kwai. The movie beat 12 Angry Men in 1958. Lean also won for Best Director, but I'm okay with that, it's an epic film. Number 7. From Here to Eternity, starring Burt Lancaster, Montgomery Clift, Donna Reed, and Frank Sinatra. This war film takes place in Hawaii right before Pearl Harbor, so there's a sense of dread throughout the entire movie. It beat Shane in 1954. Number 6. The Deer Hunter. Stars Robert De Niro, Christopher Walken, and Meryl Streep. Back in 1978, The Deer Hunter showed the devastating consequences of war in small-town Pennsylvania. The destructive effect it has on those who came back, but never really do, and on those that simply can't come home at all. Number 5. All Quiet on the Western Front, the third movie to ever win Best Picture. All Quiet on the Western Front is a powerhouse, showing the German side of World War I and actually making them sympathetic. Front is one of the greatest anti-war films ever made. Number 4. Casablanca. Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman. Casablanca is about an American expatriate nightclub owner, Bogart, who reignites with an old flame, Bergman, but still does the right thing, since his former lover has a husband. The film beat 9 other movies to win the title. Number 3. Schindler's List. The Holocaust itself is one of the most gruesome parts of human history. Any portrayal of it would be sure to resonate with audiences in the rawest way. Schindler's List takes this notion to a whole new level. Liam Neeson takes the stage as a German businessman that saves hundreds of Jewish people, in a stunning yet devastating portrayal of hate and the small beams of hope that can sometimes shine through. Number 2. Lawrence of Arabia. What can be said about Lawrence that hasn't already been said? Epic in scope, the kind of film that is fine on TV but amazing on the big screen. Instead of focusing on multiple soldiers, the story is much more focused on the life of just one and how his actions create a massive ripple effect. It also beat the also great To Kill a Mockingbird in 1963. Number 1. The Best Years of Our Lives, starring Frederick March, Dana Andrews, and Harold Russell. The Best Years of Our Lives is about 3 veterans returning home from World War II and suffering from the then undiagnosed PTSD. The Deer Hunter is kind of like this too, but that movie's much less subtle, and the subtlety is what makes this movie a masterpiece. It even beat It's a Wonderful Life. Thanks for your time today. I hope you liked the video. Please drop me your comments. I appreciate likes, shares and subscribers. It helps me a lot. Bye for now.